guys, so, if you've seen my recent post, I'm going to be making this guy, well, girl, I guess, I don't know. This is their first move, and it's Ravage Push. Don't mind all the dummies. I was testing moves. Okay. That's the move. And also, this part of the move, you can use up to 3 times. It's supposed to get runners. But you could also use it to chase down people that have, like, good mobility moves, like person characters. You got Disruptive Cyborg, Deadly Ninja, and, like, literally most characters besides, like, Saitama, Garu. So the finisher is what you expect. Also, for character's passive, I will decide that in a next video. Nah, I'm just gonna do it now. Basically, it's a mix of Garus and Genoses, but also Melbets. Basically, you get hurt, you get Awakening. You kill someone, you can get, health back. And also, if you kill someone, you get your cooldowns back. Also, every single time you kill someone, your down slam gets a better variation where instead of just the regular down slam, you grab them by the neck and just slam them down twice and you throw them. Basically, grab it. Basically the finisher of this, but before actually, like, doing, what the fuck? Huh? Basically the finisher of this, but before you do the final down slam, like, slamming them down, you just throw them away. And instead of just doing that, it'll ragdoll them. Basically, let me find the move that has what I'm looking for. There we go. Basically just the this. Instead of going this way, you spin that way. Or you could just press it again and just throw them normally. Alright, now we got Bruin. If you do this, if you miss this, you can just dash out. Like if you attack someone, but you're not close enough to do this, you can just dash out. It's kind of like a feint. I also do this, because they're going to be stunned. Or you could do that, if you want to do that. Anyways, yeah, that's the third move. Also, they have 6 moves for each mode. Yeah, for this just got copied from that one and that one. So, yeah, but it's still a thing. Alright, now maim and execute. This character has claws. They don't have, knives or swords, bats, or anything. They have claws, and also on their back, if you actually looked in the image, they have two extra pairs of arms. like one here, one here, one here, one here. That'd become a character accessory that would happen when you spawn in game. When you're idle, they do move around, and also if you're ragdolled, you can use them to crawl around. That was foul strikes, I think. Then we got side slash. Why I call it that? It's just yeah. Normally it'd just be. Normally it'd just be that, but if you do a side dash, it's that, and that's why I call it that. And then cruel trick. Whenever you hit someone with this move, they get disoriented, so their screen goes slightly like hazy-ish. Like you wake up and it's like all staticky in the middle of the night. Set up. Yeah, when you hit someone with that, that's what happens to their screen. And also, if you were, you know, Genos or Child Emperor, you would not be able to use any move requiring technology, so, most moves. Besides M1s, uppercut, or machine gun blows. And, Child Emperor, you're kind of fucked when you get hit with it. Forced Pulse. This is the second R, you know, variation move. I messed that up. And also this, if they're lower than 40 HP, it will cut off one of their limbs. If it's the leg, they cannot dash and they cannot run. It's like this. If it's an arm, they cannot M1 or block. Well, I mean, they can only do M1s that do not require whatever arm that cut off. So, first M1, if you got this arm cut off, can't do it first M1. Second M1, yes. And for the 2 kicks at this end, for, you know, both Garus. Yeah. Also, if you press it again, like, if you press this again when it's on cooldown after you hit it, it'll switch to someone's first or fourth move. Yeah. But it's a bit hard to land. Especially because they're being ragdolled, so you have to do that. Also, the second, like, use twice thing. This is not counted. And then we got Raging Barrage. That didn't. Oh, I know why. Okay, I have to. Later, I'm gonna put these in the correct order. That's what's supposed to happen. Alright, now when we got Heavy Icebreaker. This was more of me to counter any character that uses ice, so, you know, Ira, and slightly, Slivia, or Sivlia, I guess. Okay. Also, if you wanted to, you could just... What? You could also use it to trick enemies. But if you do an uppercut, can't exactly hit the second part. But you can also spin around them if you want. And we got Marco's Will. For this character, Marco is a soldier from the Italian army. which first saw them in the radio station when everything was like frozen over at one point, basically winter, somewhere in either Canada or US. Also, I'm pretty sure Marco is retired as well. So basically, how do I say that again? Ikuni once was a canine for Marco, even though they're not a dog at all. They're actually a beast that has. They're basically related species-wise to most animals, besides any fish, any water-based animals. But they do have slight DNA of a shark. Alright, now here's the move. And, well, what was supposed to happen was, you grab and slam the just crowd buster at the end. And there you go. That's the move set. And I might just rework Amusing Brawler because it doesn't have any ult or anything, or not even R. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out something with that. Also, wonder where I even got the idea for Ikuni from? Zarp. Like, literally just that. I was like, not many people use the Sprinter Zombie or the Speedster Zombie. So if I make the Speedster Zombie into a beast in the forest. It used to be called Beast of the Woods, then just the Beast, and now it's just the Beast of the Forest. Also, when you switch to your R variant, you get, a different appearance. In my later post, you're gonna have to see what that would be, as I don't know how to edit, and I don't have an editing software, so I can't just put it right here, or anywhere on screen. Which sucks, but either way, I don't know how to edit. If you've seen all my videos, I do not know how to edit, because I don't have an editing software, and there's a lot of things I don't know how to do. Especially Skill Builder, I still don't know how to do that, but that's not really how I make these movesets. I just use build mode to spawn in, blocks, like these. Just use them as movesets. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that one, I guess, for Slivia. Also, how her brother even died, you can thank Ikuni for that. Because her brother, Ira, they were a hunter. Ikuni doesn't exactly like hunters at all. Nor do they like any government-based society. So basically the US and literally any other country. Republics, they're alright with that, I guess. Monarchies, I don't really like monarchies. Because we had... I guess that does happen. Also, if you don't press it twice, it'll just do like the one where it ends with this at the end, where you just fling them. But if you do press it twice, like at the right time, the route, then it'll just do this. Yeah, I forgot to say that a bit earlier. Yeah, but I will redo this guy. And then maybe I will add something new to this. So if you press R using this character, like using one of the characters, you will switch places. So basically, Toto's Boogie Woogie. Well, that's what happens when you do this. But then, when you're as this character, instead you'll grab an enemy and suplex them. I might redo Pythia. Also, don't mind this cube here, it just has a bunch of counters. And also, like one... There we go. Should I try making a Noria moveset? Because, I mean, there's a lot of running moves, and there's a lot of mobility moves for this game. I feel like I could make the dropkick quite easily just by using Genos' Speed Blitz dropkick. Also, I can just make his whole run thing like this. I swear to God, in public service, this is so hard to land. The only way I could land this is if I do Raymond's in the front dash. That's all, though. Oh, bye.